This scene is taken from T-Moon, how 400,000 people landed Apollo 11 on the moon, by Catherine Dimish. We open with words from President Kennedy.
I believe this nation should commit itself to achieve a goal before the decide is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth.
It was mind-boggling. Television itself had been a flat-out miracle, and now that technological wonder of wonders would very soon transmit pictures of a man on the moon.
All this is possible only through the blood, sweat, and tears of a number of people. All you see are the three of us, but beneath the surface are thousands of others.
There were 7,500 of us. We designed, developed, and built the Lana model Kristen Eagle for Apollo 11 from the ground. There was no such thing as a random failure. We eliminated them one by one.
Our lives depend on it.
It was our baby. It was our handiwork. It was 8 years of our lives. And soon, very soon, it was going to land on that giant glowing ball in space. Space, it's dangerous out there. In designing the command model, the one thing we had to be sure of was that we could keep the crew alive.
And we appreciated it.
To help keep the crew alive required 14,000 other folks at North American Rockwell and the hodgepodge of 8,000 other companies who worked on the command model itself. Could their command model keep the crew alive?
I think that's a perfectly good question.
Launch operators at Kennedy Space Center in Florida has its own little town.
There are 17,000 of us at the Kennedy Space Center. Engineers, technical machines, contractors, and managers, all of us were needed to pull us together for the launch.
Woo!
Check, check, check. Test, stack the free rocket stages. Roll it out. Check and recheck. Fuel it. And ready it for liftoff.
Woo!
We even did a countdown mission test.
Woo!
And then it was time. July 16th, 1969. They were ready. We are ready.
We were ready. We were ready.
The world watched when at 9:32 a.m.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
Apollo 11 rocketed up to the moon after avoiding the Earth. When they got to the moon, they began circling and studying the moon for 12 revolutions. On the 13th orbit, the Eagle undocked in Columbia and prepared to descend to the lunar surface.
The eagle has wings.
Mission Control waited and watched and monitored the controls.
You are go for PD. That means power decision ignition.
In 12 minutes, astronauts would be on the surface of the moon. Oh no, still the alarm raised.
Bam, we were told it's 12:02. We have a problem. What is it? Do we land? Do we abort? Are we in danger? Are we blowing up? Tell us what to do. Hurry.
Challenge number 1. Suddenly the people at Mission Control went into a flurry of activity.
Searching, sniffing, snorting, plucking, juggling, judging.
finally, they were ready. They were told to go ahead with the landing. We are going that alarm. Then the alarm sounded again. Challenge number 2.
They're almost all of fuel. It's taking too long to land. We held our breath.
Click. The astronauts had landed on the moon.
Woo!
Challenge number 3. The temperature in a fuel line started to rise.
From table to table rushing, telephones dialing, telephones ringing.
Suddenly, though, just as the procedure was about to be relayed to solve the problem, the temperature dropped and it stayed down. The frozen slug had melted.
Woo!
It was finally time to walk on the moon. Roughly 500 people worked on the spacesuit alone to make that possible. And just what would happen when Neil Armstrong, the commander, put his feet on the surface of the moon. Nevertheless, the time had come for him to take the first step on the moon.
That's one small step for a man, a giant leap for mankind.
And the world went